Hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome back to my hobby blog. Today I'm going to be reviewing, The Bone Ships by R.J. Baker. This is a book that I randomly picked up like a year or two ago. The cover was just really cool, and I heard it was a really great pirate fantasy, basically about the death of dragons. Has it been a dragon in generations, and this world uses a lot of dragon skeletons as the dragon ships, and so that's why it's called the Bone Ships. Is that it's literally made of dragon bone, which is very similar to what happens in the live ship traders with all of that. And I won't get into that because it's a lot. But with that series, you have a lot of amazing emotional investment in the characters, and this is one thing that I felt like this book did not do well is getting me to care about the characters, because you have Joran, who is the main character of this book. It's a singular POV book. You mostly follow him. Every now and then you'll go to someone else, but he specifically is someone who is very like cowardly. He's very just not confident, and he is just steamrolled by anyone who has even the most remote of power, because we have this really fun character by the name of Mayas or Mies. I don't know how you say her name, but she basically shows up on his ship, and it's a black ship, which means that it's like extra special. It's an extra special dragon skeleton they use to make the ship, and it's a lot harder to destroy in naval battle because you also have guns. You have, well, I think, yeah, they do have guns. They have like scorpions, cannons, and all that. And so you have a lot of naval battles in this book, which I think is overly described, I will say, because the characters I just couldn't care for. And then you have a lot of description on how all the naval battles are happening, what all the actions that each of the characters are taking. And it gets really bogged down, I feel like. But the thing that I really enjoyed about this book was definitely the world building, because this is like an island world. Because there's really no main continent that they have. They're just constantly sailing around. There's a lot of dragons sort of being talked about, and they talk about how just dangerous they are. And the main story kind of hook for this book doesn't really start until halfway through the book. And the first half of the book is just such a slog, I feel like. And the second half was a little better, but I just never got that investment in the characters. I thought the chemistry was actually really interesting. I thought they were really funny together, especially Mies. I think that's how her name is supposed to be said, but it's Meas is how you say it or spell it. And I feel like she was kind of like the one carrying the book. She was just so fun, really interesting, a lot of kind of behind the scenes stuff going on with her. You have a lot of really cool settings as well, where, I mean, it's not very different from one another. I mean, it's all islands, and there's a lot of tropical settings when they get on the islands, but I really enjoyed kind of how different some of the islands were from the other ones, depending on how high up the coast you were versus down the coast, and sort of like how, far south you are versus north, because the colder islands just are a lot more dangerous. And that's actually where most of the dragons usually hung out at before they all died. And the story hook is that another dragon has been spotted. And I really enjoyed the dragon in this book. That was definitely my favorite thing in the story. But I don't think I'm going to continue this trilogy, because it is the Tide Child trilogy. Because I just do not care about the characters. Right now, I don't really care where the story is headed. I enjoyed this book for what it was, but I'm gonna have to give it like a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. 5 out of 10 is like I'm neutral. I didn't feel strongly about one thing or the other, but I did feel strongly about the dragon, and the ending was just not that. I just did not care by the end of the book. Like, I was there for the dragon delivered, but I just do not have much interest in continuing, and I don't think I will. So I gave it an honest try. I'm trying to finish up the bingo. I only have like 7 days left or something, and I'm not gonna make it. I have like 4 more books to read by the end of it. I'm not gonna make it. It's fine. I've done it dozens of times. Not really dozens. because they do it once a year. But I've done it a lot of times, so I don't feel too beholden to it. But yeah, please let me know if you want to know anything else. That was kind of a short review. Again, I just did not have any strong feelings about this book. Those who enjoy pirate fantasy and do not want kind of the more like character focus and more just want story focused, I think this book is for you. It will be better for you than me because I, as long as there's very interesting characters who I'm invested in, I don't care what the story is of the book. Like, I can follow very small scale kind of stories or very large scale stories. I'm a big Malazan fan, but I'm also a really big Book of the New Sun fan. So that's not as small scale as I'm talking about, but there is a range to what I can handle. And as long as the characters are awesome or something that I can invest in, that's good. And this book did not have that. That's what raised it down a lot for me. The prose is good. It's not anything like, Shakespeare or, Robin Hobb or anyone like that. It's more just very straightforward. It gets the job done, which I appreciated because you don't want to get lost in the sauce of prose. And this story does not need that. I think it did describe too much, as I said. It described naval battles too much, described the parts of the ship too much, which I felt like Robin Hobb did that too, but Robin Hobb kind of disguised it enough to make it really interesting. So, yeah, I don't really feel strong. I don't feel like I'm going to give a strong recommendation for this. If you're interested in it, check it out. I would say just rent it if you can. I bought it new a year or two ago, and it was not the best, or I think it was 2 years ago. It was before I'd gone laid off from my previous job. But I picked it up. I thought it would be better than what it was, but it's fine. I don't think it's bad at all. 6 out of 10. So I think that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and please have a great rest of the day.